Johnny Ramsey got a good coat on him, this horse. He just found the winner in the Gunnedah Cup. Miles too good. He's a smart horse, the winner, and he ended up, was beaten 4.5 behind him. But he's in great order. For a horse that's over in that country where it does get a bit cold, he's got a terrific skin.
He certainly does. He's lovely and healthy. He was brilliant last start in the Gunnedah Cup. If he reproduced that effort, he's right in this.
This horse would be ready to do something full press now. Johnny Grisdale rides for Brett Dobson. He's had 3 runs back, and he's been to a Beefweek Cup. He's been to a Wingham Cup, but he's lovely and fit, and he's another horse that's got a great coat about him.
I was keen on him last start at Taree. I thought he was a touch plain in the run home. He was beaten 3.5 lengths on that occasion, but he parades well.
And Texas Storm, the 12. Zach Whitick rides Glenn Milligan. At his best, he can beat him. He's won $272,000 in prize money. He's a little horse that can mix his form every now and then. He's been placed here. He's yet to win here, but nothing wrong with him whatsoever.
He's a 7 times winner. He's nice and fit. He's a horse that runs his best races on rain-affected ground.
This is the query horse, Roller Coaster, the 13. Ben Looker rides Paul Shaler. He was formerly trained by Chris Waller. He resumes here in the new yard with a couple of trials. I mean, he's paid the penalty. He's a 3 times winner, and he has to go to an open, otherwise he carries too much weight. The only thing with him, I don't know what to make of his last trial.
Yeah, I didn't mind the trial. The winner went out by a margin in that trial. I thought his best work was laid. He kicks off the campaign at 1,500 metres here. His pedigree says that 2,000 will probably be better suited. But, yeah, I think he can run really well here on appearance.
And Moon Over Alice has just gone out in the track, the 14. CJ Graham rides for Johnny Spray. She was getting a little bit funny, but she settled down the moment she went out in the track.
She was taken on out in front last start at Newcastle and got tired late. She's on the 8-day backup today.
Okay, that's a look at them in the yard. This is a really good race, this run over the 1,500 metres. My numbers are 2356, 2356. I'm just with Dubai Tycoon. I'm going to stick with him. I like him, and I think he's probably 2 or 3 lengths better than what he was last start. So 3 Kadar has had a couple of runs back from the Chris Lee stable. He's got an outstanding third-up record. Poseidon Ruler just paraded really good, that horse. He's going to get a lovely run, you would think, from the gate. And Scorchland's fit and had a few excuses last start. So you could make excuses for him. 2, 3, 5 and 6 in the big one, Melinda.
2, 5, 7 and 13. I am with Dubai Tycoon. Also loved both runs this preparation. He looks at his peak third up into the campaign. 5 Poseidon Ruler. He'll find this much easier. Drops in weight today with an inside gate. The 7 Harlequin Field. He's a forget run last start. Prior runs have been good enough. And the 13 Roller Coaster looked very well in the yard, having his first run for the new stable. 2, 5, 7 and 13.
One horse has got a great chance. I got him in Scorchland, the 6, and Toddy Howlett trains, and Toddy's with Melinda now.
All right, Todd, this guy, what do you make of his run last start at Newcastle?
I thought he went really well. He was probably a bit unlucky. Got him behind horses, and Ash got off and said he should have run a clear second.
Is he a horse that just takes a couple of runs to come to hand?
Yeah, he definitely is. Yep.
Where would you like to see him settle in the run? He's drawn a nice soft gate today.
Probably 5th, 6th, somewhere like that, and get to the outside and get home.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Okay, well, there they are on the way to the gates. I tell you what, this is not an easy race. You could nearly pick 4 or 5 horses that look really good out of the yard, sensational. But Poseidon Ruler's our favourite at $3.30 on tab. You got to go to the 9, which is Barellan Bandit at $7. Top weight Mikado at $7.50, and Dubai Tycoon, I think he's outstanding value at $7.50 also, and Cater. We're she about $9 on tab. You got to go right down to the 13 Roller Coaster, a newcomer to the Paul Shaler yard, but 5 starts favourite, Poseidon Ruler from an inside gate.
Very, very good race this. There's so many different form lines to try and line up. Let's hear from Brodie Loy. He hasn't sat on this guy for a little while, Harlequin Field, but he's here to ride him today.
Ethiopia.
Won only before. He's got ability on his day.
Yeah, he has. He's probably hasn't had a lot of things go his way in harder company over the last few starts. So hopefully we can have a bit of luck today. Has a lightish weight for the race that he's in. He's been carrying heavier weights with probably tougher opposition. So
in bad gates too, Brody. His last 2 have been from 13, Ali.
Yeah, for sure. So he's a few things suit him today. So hopefully we can have a bit of luck.
What's the best way to ride him?
Look, I like riding with a bit of cover. I think Matt agreed as well. We just hopefully can get in somewhere, let him have that suck up underneath, and then he's got a really nice turn of foot and then maintains. So yeah, we can have a bit of luck, but yeah, definitely need a bum. He probably just overdoes it a little bit. So like I said, if we can get the first half of the race right, I'm sure he'll take care of the rest.
Right now, well, that's how open it is. You'll see the 5 Poseidon Ruler was $4, $3.30, $3.20, back out to $3.30. The 9, which is just a slight firm Barellan Bandit, 8's into 7, back into $6.50, back out to $7, and he's getting a little bit of late support. Dubai Tycoon, $9 into $6.50, he's back out to $7.50 also. On the top weight, 9's into 8, Mikado. Yeah, Scorchland didn't. We heard from Toddy. He didn't have a lot of luck there, but he's 10's into 8, so he gets a firm too. This is not an easy run. The horse, Dubai Tycoon, looked normal. I reckon he was 2 or 3 lengths better in the yard than what he was at Lismore, and he run good first up too. I think he's outstanding value at $8, Dubai Tycoon.
I agree. I thought he was over the odds when I was doing the numbers earlier on in the week. Looks really well placed here. Poseidon Ruler, his run last start was very good there at Rose Hill.
Well, he's got the gate, hasn't he, from this start?
Yeah.
Inside gate where you would think he just gets there and just goes bang. He puts himself right there without doing any work. And there's just a move again in for him into 320 from that 330 mark.
And I think you've got to take notice of Harlequin Field. I know he's an $11, $12 chance now, but you don't often see Matt Dunn bring horses down here, particularly one runner and one runner only.
He knows to ride him, Brady Lloyd. He's through 13 Alley his last 2 runs, and he's had no luck. I'll tell you what, there's been a really good move late right now, Barellan Bandit. Into $5.50, so $8, $7, $6.50, $5.50, and just run into an absolute bottler in the Gunnedah Cup. The winner was just miles too good for him, but a very good support coming, Barellan Bandit.
Yeah. I had him in the quaddie, but that doesn't help me because I'm well out of that.
No, well, you can just throw your quaddie ticket up because that's confetti now.
Even though I haven't got him in the numbers, I thought his run last start in that Gunnedah Cup was really, really good. It was a strong field. And he hadn't done a lot prior to that, but his last start effort was very good. He's probably going to be the run-on horse.
I don't know what to make of Mikado, the top. He's 1 for 1 up the track. His win at Lismore was really good. He's smart horse, Mikado, when he's right, but he just didn't put in the other day. That's not him. He's beaten 9.6 lengths behind that Smolly.
Well, I covered that meeting. That was at Tari meeting. You were elsewhere.
Oh, I was at Armidale. You sent me out the coal country.
Anyway, the point of the story, the rail was out that day. He drew off the track. He had 63.5 kilos on his back. He had to go back. He was flush wide a long way from home. So I know he was beaten a long way, but I think you can put a line through it.
Yeah, but there were a couple of horses, and we saw them. I don't know where it was, the meeting the other day, Coffs Harbour. A few of those horses that went around there had disappointed that day at Taree. Into 460 now, Barellan Bandit. So he's the horse that's kept firming. Kept firming well and truly. He was $8, $5, $4.60 now, and that pushes our earlier favourite out to that Poseidon Ruler to the 380. So he's had a really good firm up, Barellan Bandit.
Yep, he just needs to reproduce his last start ever. He's the run-on horse. He's a horse that can run over 2,000 metres.
And up Glorious Day, 2, 3, 5, 6.
2, 5, 7, 13.
Okay, race 7, WAUCHOPE RSL, WAUCHOPE Cup. Let's go to Rod Decor, the big one of the day.
So, Gary, the last of the runners being called up for the WAUCHOPE Cup. Been a wonderful race over a long period of time. I was mentioning success last year to racketeering, but all of our senior jockeys and trainers have been prolific winners. Peter Graham, Neil Godbold, Alan Robinson. Been a wonderful race. Debbie Prosser. And the 2023 version, Mikado will be the last one to move up. Goes in, sponsored by the WAUCHOPE RSL. Young Street at WAUCHOPE. Starter moves down front. Red light turned on. Line just about set, stalls are back. Away and racing in the Cup. One of the fastest to begin was Moon Over Alice. Gets a length in front over Harlequin Field as they link with the course proper. Full press third. Poseidon Ruler, the favourite, slots in fourth. The rails. Takes a storm right behind it from Mikado around Scorched Land. A length and a half to Roller Coaster. A half length to Gadar. And sneaking up along the inside was Barellan Bandit. The Cup field approaches the 1,000 metres. And Moon Over Alice race 2 clear. Harlequin Field second, a length and a half third. is Full Press on the outside of the favourite Poseidon Ruler. Mikado obtains cover behind Full Press from Texas Storm midfield, one off the rails. Scorched Land on the inside from Dubai Tycoon. On the inside, Barellan Bandit, Roller Coaster, and 2 lengths away last of all was Kadar. At the top turn at the 650, and Moon Over Alice still 2 in front, dictating terms to suit. Harlequin Field second. Now Mikado, Race Spokes makes his move on the outside. Full Press the middle. Poseidon Ruler back along the rails. A length due by Tycoon, 3 wide from Texas Storm, Barellan Bandit, Scorched Land, and also there was Roller Coaster. At a length and a half last of all was Kadar. The WAUCHOPE Cup field moves into the straight. Moon Over Alice claimed by Harlequin Field the middle. Full Press angling into the clearest. Poseidon Ruler and Barellan Bandit is right down the outside. Barellan Bandit ranged up, puts the head in front. Mikado to second from Full Press and Scorched Land, but Barellan Bandit racing clear in the WAUCHOPE Cup. Barellan Bandit by 2. Poseidon Ruler got second. Third on the outside, Mikado just in front of either Scorched Land or Full Press. Next, Roller Coaster, Texas Storm, Harlequin Field, Moon Over Alice, well back due by Tycoon, and last of all was Kadar.
Money come for him late, and he was just too good. He out-leashed at the 200-metre mark out wide. Poseidon Ruler, Mikado. And we'll get that 4th number up, whether it's Scorched Land in there. There wasn't much between score. He's just too good, Barellan Bandit. He unleashed, and he's run up to his good run in the Gunnedah Cup, and he was miles too good in the run home, and he ended up starting $4 on tab.
Money was spot on. His last start effort there in the Gunnedah Cup was sensational. He's backed that up today here. I wasn't sure in the middle stages when it was going to suit. They didn't look to be going at a good tempo, but he has really unleashed late and won by a margin. Poseidon Ruler got the run of the race behind the speed and has to settle for second here today. And Mikado was much better today, dropping in weight, and it's a photo for 4th. So 9, 5 and 1, and photo for 4th, and Gary's with a stable representative.
Good on you, Johnny. Good win, mate.
Thanks, Gary. Yeah, no, it was a good win. He deserves a win again. So
he's run into a good one at Gunnedah. He just had miles. Too good for you.
Yeah, he looks like a pretty handy horse. I think he's a bit better than the Big Dance, probably. Maybe Paul should think about something else going south.
When this fella unleashed to the 200, he picked him up quick.
Yeah, he did. He picked him up quick. We come over. He trained on real good. He come over here pretty confident. Okay. I don't travel 4 hours for nothing usually.
No, I know that. Is there anything you got in mind? I mean, we've got a South Grafton Cup coming up, 1,600 metres with a Big Dance qualifier on it. Would he be eligible? Would he be up to that grade on the South Grafton Cup?
I don't know, but we'll be going and having a crack.
Yeah, he might drop him weight too.
Yeah, that gives you an exemption ballot for it today.
Does it?
Yeah,
okay,
that's why I come here today. You would have to go to town to get a run probably because they turn it into metro ratings.
Right. Well,
so, yeah.
He's in. Doesn't matter what weight he gets.
Nah, so we're in and we'll be going in 3 weeks.
Right. Well done.
Thank you.
Yep. See you over there, Johnny. So he'll go straight to the South Grafton Cup now. That qualifies him there, and that's got the Big Dance qualifier. That's on the Sunday, the 9th of July, run over 1,600 metres. Massive carnival coming up at Grafton. 5 days racing in 2 weeks over there. But he was too good. He'd be a nice South Grafton Cup horse because he'll get down on the weights. And the big track over there will suit him. Poseidon Ruler's run good. Mikado a lot better in Full Press. A couple of disappointing runs in the run home.
Yeah, they certainly were. He's just absolutely defeated his rivals and defeated them well. And he was so good at the Gunnedah Cup last start. Just run into a smart one there.
Yeah, so 9.